Welcome to Floating Leaf Tea Podcast. My name is Shiuwen.
And I'm Noah.
How are you doing, Noah?
I am having a wonderful Mother's Day.
Good. Happy Mother's Day, Noah.
Thank you.
And happy Mother's Day, everybody out there. Mothers and I guess not mothers. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And you guys will be listening to this tomorrow and some days afterwards.
And then you can look forward to Father's Day.
Here you go. Very good. Very good. And today I have a very good Mother's Day gift. I got scone freshly made for me. What a wonderful surprise. And homemade sausages and eggs. Somebody fried me. Somebody fried me some eggs for the morning. It was fantastic.
Lots of child energy in those eggs.
And then, and today here we are receiving a second wonderful gift. Is teas from Mr Zhan,
which is a gift for mothers and humans of all kinds.
Yeah. Well, he didn't give me the tea as a gift. I actually purchased
Well,
it.
sometimes you got to buy a gift for yourself, you know?
True. And it arrived. So I consider this
as a gift from the postman.
As the best gift on Mother's Day. And today we are gonna drink a new Lalashan Hongshui that was roasted by him. And I would say it's really
not
good.
Not the postman.
Oh yeah, true. Not the postman.
Roasted by Mr Zhan.
I would say it's such a wonderful tea than to drink on Mother's Day, because today I supposed to be maybe doing not much. But I don't know how many Mother's Day now I have been working. So I decided to come into work today to record podcasts and do other things. But anyway, it's a good gift, I think, because it's a fabulous tea to drink on Mother's Day. I only can convince myself this way. So I feel it's legitimate to come to work today. For those of you who are familiar with his Lalashan Hongshui before, there was a while he decided not to roast the tea. He wanted people to taste the earth. He said Lalashan, especially with that plot from this specific farmer, Mr Zhan, the place was beautiful, and he used like pretty much, I don't know how to call it, abandoned style.
That sounds bad.
Tea growing method, just like not to interfere too much with the earth and the tea plants.
Wild abandonment.
Yeah, wild abandonment. And in the result, the tea plants are really strong, and the leaves carry wonderful energy from the earth. And so I think that specific crop, Mr. Zhan decided not to interfere with the human energy in there. And the tea was beautiful. One of my favorite teas to drink. And until today, I still couldn't, in a way, receive the tea 100%. I'm still learning from the tea. I have actually some put aside for me to continue to receive the tea and let the tea unfold for me, hopefully someday. And this one, Mr. Zhan decided to roast it. And it was such a exciting thing to see that he roast this Hongshui oolong. And let's see. Infusion one. Surface smell pretty sweet, something toasty but very mild. Scent flow into the nostril and the head without any effort.
Yeah, just totally soft.
A very soft tea. And we have been have so much fun doing the fundamental tea structure series of teas, from mouth texture, throat sensation, aftertaste, moving from the throat to the stomach or not, the scent, etc., etc. And I think we might do that and not do that in the near future, but maybe go back to our original plan on our podcast is to use a tea to let you guys see a tea session at Floating Leaf Tea. But we'll call out the fundamental stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's very important to keep learning about them. Ooh.
Strong?
By the way, I have so much fun with these teas lately. I think they arrived 3 or 4 days ago. 3 or 4 days ago, and every single day is like a new discovery for me. Because I try to drink.
Solid.
Maybe rock is a bad description for this tea.
It's ocean solid.
Ocean solid. We had a charcoal roast dongding from him, and the same. Day 1, day 2, whoa, 2 different teas, so much fun. And Lalashan Hongshui, this new one also today, I think it's the 3rd time we drank this tea, and today is very strong. Whew.
The notes are fairly similar to the last Lalasan that we've been carrying for such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like such a bigger tea though. This one feels much bigger, and I assume it's Mr. Zhan's influence from the roasting.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of just washes over you in a
Instead it washes over.
I had this feeling with the original Lalasan Hongshui that it's like a drop of water in a still pond, and it kind of just reverberates out. This one is just like a wave coming over you. It's really big.
Today.
Yeah, today.
And then so today is day 3 that I had this tea, and even though today the broth shows up bigger because maybe I brew it longer, I don't know. At the same time, they all carry the same theme. I call it Sah-OO-nah tea. There's a warmth.
This particular new harvest of
Hongshui, Lalashan Hongshui, it creates a heat that feels like sitting in a sauna room very comfortably. Yeah.
Sah-OO-nah.
Sah-OO-nah. How do you say it then?
No, I like Sah-OO-nah. I usually say sauna.
Okay, sauna. Say the
No, but I like Sah-OO-nah.
Okay, whatever. Say the correct way so they know what I'm saying. In Chinese, we call it 三温暖. If you want to know. And in the past, we drank Lalashan Hongshui. It's also from Mr. Zhan, but from a different farmer. And that tea has a heat that it feels like, let me see. That Hongshui also have a heat, but it feels, well, it doesn't feel like a sauna. I lost the words.
Like a pocket warmer? Hand warmer?
Hand warmer.
Or electric blanket?
I don't know. It's not a thinner tea, but the fire feels more refined and more delicate. And this fire is just like something seriously feels something wash over you, which is more like a sauna heat. Is you walk into a room and it's just like whoa, that kind of heat presentation. Super fun. Let's see this second infusion. I might brew it a little bit lighter.
Actually, I thought that felt really good.
It feels good. It feels good. Maybe this second infusion we can pay a little bit more attention on the broth texture.
Yeah, sure. It sounds good.
The physical texture of the tea broth is really nice. Just soft and sprays without any effort. Soft too. Did I say that? Yeah, I think I did. That means it's soft because I have to say it twice. And the broth just connect immediately to the throat. And it feels like the bowl is thicker. Like if you remember what we talk about puffiness, remember one time we had a light charcoal roast alisan tea, also from Mr. Zhan, and that tea has a capacity of puffing like a cotton ball. And this one doesn't feel like I guess I can call it like cotton, but you know what kind of feeling? It's a cotton that got soaked in water. I'm not sure if it's a good feeling in reality, but this cotton feels much, it feels a little bit heavier than the light roast charcoal
oh, totally. Yeah.
alisan tea.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if you could call that light roast alisan cotton. It's more like a cloud.
And this one just feel like it has that puffiness and that softness, and at the same time it's actually really solid.
More like wool.
Okay, cool. Wool, here you go. Because I actually associate with a little bit dampness in there, which is a good thing. Okay,
Yeah.
But in reality, if your wool and your cotton got water inside, I think it's not a very good sensation.
Oh yeah, even having wool in your mouth is probably not very good.
And it just connect to the throat beautifully. And the throat area, the heat just immediately push to the back of the neck. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that I noticed. That's like the
throat?
The way that it moves to the back of the neck, just so warm. Compared to the Lalashan Hongshui, the way that it spreads, this one is just like a big, like we said before, like a big wave. And then the Lalashan is more like
There's
trickling and
yeah,
small.
there's a line
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that delicate,
Yeah.
beautiful line going on. Lin,
Intricacies,
yeah,
yeah.
going on, and it carries that heat as well, and it carries the heat to the stomach and stuff. And
Have you
this
ever
one,
see
this
those
one,
Persian carpets. When
maybe.
there's all those all those designs that are just so intricate and detailed and kind of swirly and branching out. It kind of feels more like that.
Oh, I never can afford any carpet in my
I've
life
never-
so far.
I think the only time I bought carpet was from some discount carpet warehouse. So I'm just talking about stuff that I've seen somewhere else. But yeah, that's what it kind of feels like, that kind of design pattern. But this one, yeah, is like just a big, you're about to say something, like a big wave washing over.
Yeah, like coming at you. That's why it reminds me of a sauna room.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna continue to abuse that. To abuse that.
I just love
word.
your pronunciation of that, Sah-OO-nah. I'm a big fan.
Foreigners.
Really good tea brewing today. The impression lasts for a long time.
For a long time,
Yeah.
huh? As I mentioned before, I like my tea big. It's a blessing and it's a curse. As some Chinese concepts that never look at one thing as it's always good or always bad. It always come together. There are always good things and bad things on one side, on both sides of one thing. And so with me being like my tea bigger and dramatic, and the impression lasts longer, I am able, a little bit more able, maybe comparing to Noah, to pour out those things because I think my intention is there. However, if you sometimes taste my tea, the texture can be a little bit on the rough side. And if you taste Noah's tea normally stay really soft and gentle. And the connection sometimes feels a little bit nicer than mine. But my tea, it's bigger and the impression is longer, generally speaking. The downside of my personality being this way is I have difficulty learning from lighter and softer teas. Like, as I mentioned, the other Lalashan Hongshui that we have been getting from 2017, for example. When I first tasted that tea, I couldn't understand that tea very much. And I just asked Mr. Zhan, like, why do you like this tea? And he said a reason. And I thought that was so cool. And I just joked, I said, I want to buy a ton of this tea then. And he looked at me without judging me. He said, but you can't. I don't think you can really get the effect. And me as a human, I like challenges. And I say, sure, but anything helps. I still want to buy some. But I do. I also, always like to know a reason. So I say, why do you think I cannot understand this tea? And back in 2017, he said to me, your life in Seattle is still really busy and difficult, and you have a very strong personality. And he just left it right there. And I didn't pursue more. I said, oh, okay, got it. And with my own way, I had that tea until now, and I still haven't received what he said about that tea. That tea did almost never, maybe once, to be able to do whatever he meant to the tea to me once in these 3 years. And I am still going at it. And I do notice that when we go to buy tea nowadays and taste tea in his shop, like last year, Noah picked up some that like cotton ball or cloud ball, Lalashan, like charcoal roast tea. I think I will not pick that tea, not because it's a bad tea, it's a lighter tea to me. So very interesting how we register and connect and tune in with different teas, and Noah at the same time also like pretty dark teas. And I'm just speaking out for him while he enjoys tea and I just keep ranting.
Yeah, I do like both really soft teas and really strong teas. That's true. It's not hard to learn from a strong tea.
Huh?
Not hard to learn from a strong tea. It's more obvious.
Obvious,
yeah.
right? I think it's
also
harder.
interesting to learn from a soft tea because it's soft, and I like softer teas too. I think my the upside to my approach is that I am able to pull out that softness and that's kind of smooth, connected feeling of a tea. So far, the biggest downside that I'm seeing isn't that the tea is not big, because I think that your tea is big, so my tea doesn't have to be big. The biggest downside is that it doesn't leave a long impression, and that's what I'd like to work through.
Impression means almost like a physical aftertaste. It's almost purely physical. It's after the tea settles in the stomach. How far can a tea travel and how long can it last? Do you feel like we feel like there's a strong, even feeling, physical feeling or presence of the tea?
It's like the finish beyond the finish.
Yeah.
I think the finish is one of the most interesting parts about a tea. And to watch how long the finish can be, and then to see what can happen if you can expand that amount of time further.
Yeah.
To watch what can happen after that is really interesting.
Yeah.
I had an experience with our tea brewing teacher, who's not Mr Zhan, his name is Mr Shan.
Oh.
And
oh my God, yeah.
His impression is so strong. It's like an experience I've only had before when I was listening to music, where you just like get up after a concert and you have this like smile pasted to your face and your eyes are beaming, and you're just like, every word you say kind of becomes laughter. It's like you're so full of the goodness that just happened in front of you. And that's, so far, that's the ultimate impression of the tea that I've seen.
I remember Noah's response first time he went to meet Mr. Shan, and I think for the whole afternoon, after the tea session, Noah seriously went crazy.
Yeah, it was totally crazy.
Yeah, I was just like, how do you feel in the session? And he was just like mumbling some stuff, said, oh my God, oh my God. And it doesn't last for 20 minutes, it lasts for the whole afternoon.
Even if I get it to last for 1 minute, but what a good tea brewer can do with leaving an impression of a tea is pretty incredible. Actually, it's a feeling that I felt before, but I didn't realize it. The very first time that I had decent quality oolong tea, it was like the tea was trying to speak out to me, let me know that this is a really good thing that you should pursue a little bit more. Because I walked out of the shop that I had been in, and I felt like my feet weren't touching the ground. And I was just like giggling, and just like really happy. Yeah.
So you see, this is sometimes how a tea session leads to us, is we started to maybe talk a little bit one specific impact of a tea session today. And today, I guess we were talking about impression, and it leads us to have a short discussion on this tea. Sometimes a tea can lead us in a challenging direction. I think today is very pleasant. I remember our Yunnan Tie Guan Yin one time or multiple times just seriously slap our faces and totally close up and see how we deal with those situations. And so tea session is really fun. Tea sessions are wonderful ways each day with the same tea or with different tea, how you approach it, how you can learn from it, how the tea can lead you. I always consider those moments precious, and I'm grateful that tea is such a wonderful teacher to us. We are lucky to even, in this lifetime, have a chance to get connected to tea this way,
True.
Yeah. And it always turns a little bit philosophical here. And I forgot how many infusions this is. Maybe
no
5th. Since we are talking about impressions so much.
We definitely drank 3 already.
Yeah.
Not sure if this is the 4th or the 5th.
Oh, the 5th, yeah.
I don't think it's the 6th because it's still really dark. Anyway, I guess the point is really good tea brewing today. It tastes awesome.
Thank you.
Maybe it's because it's Mother's Day.
All the motherly energies is channeling into this tea right now. The Sah-OO-nah feeling.
Sah-OO-nah, mother.
Yeah, it moves without any effort, this tea. I'm not sure if this is number 4th infusion, number 5th. I lost count, but it still got a heat and it's not just one line into the stomach. It just maybe not a good word to use, penetrating. And I don't know how to, maybe you can help me on this one. 老师说有些茶的密度比较高，它散得很快。
Yeah, the concentration, there's more concentration in the tea.
Oh, 密度 is like, so 这个
I know what 密度
okay,
is,
okay,
yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
I think concentration would be the closest word that I can come up with. It's
okay.
like if you have a forest and there's a bunch of, in the same amount of space, there's like 3 trees, or there's like 1,000 trees.
Yeah.
The 1,000 trees is more me.
Yeah.
So,
but I guess for forest, that's a bad sign then.
Yeah, totally. But I guess the point is that it's a certain kind of concentration.
Yeah. And I think with the liquid and the molecules, the spaces between molecules are much tighter, and so they were able to become more capacity to move, even with the impression moving. Because seriously, I don't think the liquid is moving to my arms. Hopefully not. I'll be super human, like those human that it's different. How do you call them?
That's a good way to say it.
and
be like a superhuman. No, but the
my liquid can move to my arms,
like Spider-Man.
Yeah, and the bags or whatever.
But the concentration, or like you said, tighter. There's just more of everything about the tea. There's more tea in the liquid, and when there's more tea in the liquid, there's more possibility for that tea
to move
throughout
and then
the rest
you watch
of the body.
How they move and the speed, and it's super fun too. And the empty cup just connect the head, connect the throat, which also the neck, and then connect the body. So don't forget to smell the empty cup. If you don't feel those connections, then just simply smell how beautiful a tea can smell like, as fast as like just amazing smells from a lot of good teas.
The tea really tells you a lot about itself when you smell the empty cup.
Yeah. Maybe one last infusion.
Sounds great.
Count it 5 then.
Damn, that's really relaxing.
And yet with some energy, huh?
Yeah.
I'm
definitely.
normally actually watching the energy of a tea rather than relaxation. And that's really the, I think that the other part of me that is blinded. And that's why Mr. Zhan said that I couldn't see this tea as far as I could. It's actually the relaxation part of it. This tea is supposed to be relaxing, okay? Because it's also a GABA oolong. Oh, you know what? We haven't tried this tea in a tea bowl.
Oh, that's true.
We should.
Yeah.
See what else it's want to say.
Yeah.
Rather than me just trying to like put in as much of my personal energy into it as possible. It's to let the tea speak out on its own. Because remember Hongshui, let me understand something. Hongshui. Lalashan Hongshui. Let me, understand something of
it in a bowl.
In the bowl is the way it's moving from the mouth to the body. It's incredible. But with brewing, I couldn't see that much detail. And so if you have time, remember to enjoy your tea in multiple ways, There's not just one way to brew tea. Gong Fu Cha for sure is one of them. Bowl style is one of them. And sometimes you can enjoy and get to know a tea brewing it in a bigger pot with a lighter leaf ratio. Yeah. All those things, it's sometimes when the tea wants to teach you something, that's the moment that they actually jump out, is you come out of your frame, things that they're used to. And so the tea will say, hey, you know what? This is also who I am. And so I'm seriously really excited that during the fundamental series of tea brewing, that not tea brewing, to understand a tea and to appreciate a tea, that since we compare tea quite often, try to let people understand tea have different length, etc., and different texture and dimension. So we normally compare two teas during the sessions, and so we chose to do the teas in bowl style to actually make the speed a little bit not as slow. And I think in exchange, the tea taught us so much.
Yeah, I learned a lot from doing that.
So I think we should do this.
Yeah, it
also
sounds
do this
really
tea in
good.
a bowl style. Such a beautiful tea, not just the way it moves, the way it can feel the body, the full body. Actually, this tea feels the whole body. And that's the impression actually of the tea. It will just stay there for quite a while. And your body feels the whole thing. We are so lucky. Every day I feel so grateful that we have these wonderful teas here. And during this quarantine time, we are very grateful that you connect with us. We have a lot of fun to curate those sessions on live Instagram and Facebook events. And even though pretty much I can't see any of you guys, but I feel like in many ways, your comments, your jokes, your questions, let me know you a little bit better. And it's, those moments are very precious for me because tea also is about connection. And I seriously hope that someday I can drink tea with all of you actually in person, not just through the back of my cell phone. But since this is such a big country, the world is big, I don't think I can see all of you guys someday, even in my lifetime. But this offered me an opportunity to connect with you. It just made me feel very happy to almost feel like you are sitting in the room with me and to have a cup of tea with me as precious moments. So thank you so much, actually. And do you have anything else to say?
Big shoes to fill.
Huh?
Big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill?
That was great. I totally agree. It feels really good to be able to talk to you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I get to know so many of you guys on the live sessions. Because you guys can, have direct interaction with me, and podcasts will be a bit different unless you leave a comment. And sometimes it doesn't mean I actually see those comments. I'm really bad with those things. Like sometimes I think people leave me comments from 2 years ago. It's not like I ignore you guys to answer you back. I seriously don't see them.
We're doing our best though.
Yeah, we are doing our best. And so podcast is a different connection. I hope that when you have time to listen to this, you feel like you are watching us doing our tea sessions and enjoy your cup of tea too. And live session is more immediate, and I get to have more direct interaction with you guys, and that feels really good. And so we'll continue to do this. Just give us a little bit time for us to post the June schedule, and we'll be on pretty soon.
Oh, and I think the podcast is about a year old now.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're doing it for a year.
Wow. And we'll continue to do this.
Yeah.
Because it's really fun for us to be able to do this for us and for you. Yeah. So I think that's it. I should maybe spend 5 minutes alone to have my relaxation time as a mother. Only 5 minutes though. And hope you guys are all well and enjoy your tea out there. We'll see you on Monday again. Happy tea drinking.
Bye-bye.
And happy Mother's Day. Sorry. Sorry. One more time. Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.